Hi, and welcome to day 60 of Quattro's 90-day challenge. We're two-thirds of the way there. Yay! Well, I said that this week I'll be vlogging on things I love, and one of the things I love to do is bake. So while Chris is out with one of her networking events, I baked her favorite cookies. These are peanut butter blossoms. They're also called peanut butter kiss cookies, and in some parts of the country, Buckeyes. So I made those for her. I got the recipe of one of my favorite cookie books from Pillsbury. You can also get this recipe online if you go to foodnetwork.com and look at peanut butter kiss cookies. There'll be a GIF little square there with a picture of the cookie, and you just click on that, and it's the exact same recipe that's in here. Now, I've learned some tricks in my years of baking, and one of them is to use spelt flour. I got this from Whole Foods Market. Now, spelt is an older grain. I think they trace it back to about 4,000 or 8,000 years. I looked it up on Wikipedia. Spelt is actually better for you than wheat, and a lot of people who have wheat allergies can actually eat spelt. Now, spelt came to America in about 1890, but in the early 20th century it was replaced by wheat. Not because wheat is any better for you, but because wheat is the hardier grain. It grows faster, and therefore it's cheaper to farm. But with the health food industry, getting strong, spelt is starting to make a comeback. Now, I like to make bread a lot, and one of the things that has become our favorite around the house is cornbread. And I use Alber's cornmeal, and there's a recipe for cornbread right on the side. I switch out the regular wheat flour for spelt flour, switch out the oil for olive oil, and that's become the favorite bread of this household, so you ought to try that.
Yum!
The other thing I do is, for a while, I wasn't baking with any salt. I still don't cook with salt, but I wasn't baking with any salt either. And then I was watching Elton Brown on one of the Good Eats shows. He was baking some bread that day, and he told this whole chemistry thing of how salt interacts with the yeast and all that, so I understand now that salt's actually important to have in bread. So I do put it back in, and when you take half a teaspoon of salt and break it up between 4 dozen cookies or so, you're not going to get much salt anyway. I like to use an all-natural sea salt. This is not just only salt, but it has trace minerals, so it's good for you, and it's also a lot more tastier than regular salt. So those are my tips on baking today. And that's my little surprise for Chris. I'm waiting for her to get home. Well, she's home now, but I was waiting for her to get home. And that's how I'm boosting me and her to the power of 4. Okay, so yesterday we were watching the show Flash Forward, and I have one question. What parent dresses his 6-year-old boy up as a pimp? And another thing. We haven't watched much network television in a long time, but this might be a drinking game because this is the ABC show. Take a drink every time you see a Disney license reference, because in that show I caught a Buzz Lightyear costume and I caught a Kermit the Frog pillow. So maybe that's a drinking game for the ABC network.